Viewers, hello again and welcome to your number one sports program on Sierra Network Discoveries in Sports with me, Scyll Akempta-Kargbo. Today inside the program, we go get the coach of the Sierra Leone Handball Team. We inside can tell you waiting that they plan for do inside the association and also waiting them they don't do before as handball like a sport where plenty people not keep pay attention to. You go able to explain tell we waiting don't happen inside the association. Good day and welcome to Sierra Network Discoveries in Sports.
You're highly welcome, Mr. Presenter. By the way, I'm a judge of Sengbe coach of Sengbe.
So you be the coach of Sengbe. Waiting they happen inside the handball right now in the country.
Well, there's a lot of hurdles there where they get inside the handball association. You know, we really affect the players there. Because like me, officially being former player of the Sierra Leone Armed Forces. So like now I find and thought say I for be a coach. So the talent way I've been don't get during my days of playing. So I need for come implement and to some of the young players they out there, both male and female. But like I say no more, there is a lot of hurdles. We get the goodies and the obstacles and way they go on presently in the Handball Association.
Then when I don't training right now, whose competition are they training for so?
Basically we get a cab competition we now the 28th competition this. We now we first invitation this. We by the way you call them Confederation of Africa Handball. But like the Frenchman then say Confederation of African Ball. Instead of the handball and also say ball. You know, the way they pronounce and the way the English pronounce like two different pronunciation. So we did on the intensive training for meet up that competition. The way been supposed for don't start from the 11th of September. We've been supposed for don't then Conakry, but rather unfortunate Mamadou Doumbia activity self can put everything to halt for the time being. But it done a plus for us. A big plus for us as a team, so we can use that as a learning process and get more time with regards them, prepare them more fit, mentally and physically fit. I think saying that.
So when don't ever participate in competition there before?
Yeah, but we don't go into competition then like the IHF Challenge Trophy, where normally now the competition around the women they compete on. Both male and female, okay, and we dey now the zone 2, okay, and presently we dey 4th now the zone 2, you know.
When I may get any team, I may win from the competitions then, eh?
Yeah, it really hectic anyway. We never win trophy yet, but like we will not say the fair play now a trophy, but do by the discipline and we don't produce the young team. Now the competition, so like let me find and thought for give me the most disciplined team. We're down in a fair play trophy, you know. So but that notwithstanding, and this time around we will step on into the game. We decide for push the team forward. For not only for be participates, but for be a winning team. Go out there and bring the Lawrence home back again. You know. But like there's a lot of challenge anyway when they get out there. Financially, morally, there's a lot of challenges that we get, and without that obstacle, and we can't move forward. You know.
So how it's like for now? Waiting the government can do for now for make sure say then girls here maybe you know say now woman they for not able for make sure so now keep them together and they not go out of shape and also do things where when I know they expect them for do because girl picking way they into sports they need moral booster. I need something for the keep them going. So how governments can come inside for help?
Presently, a bit challenging one, especially when it comes into government side. A bit challenging, you know, because we know they will get what we need. Even though we get a pending competition like NSA, we are a registered member. Now NSA, I feel so pay we annual registration. You know, but we don't send we budgets. It's so far so good to them. You know, precisely, I'm not going to say they no action the budget because this incident in Conakry does put everything on hold. I know say on their own side, it will be a celebration for them, and on we own side, it not will be a celebration for we because, like you say, it really hard trending for bring the girls them come on board. For meet especially with some they meet there outside, now the stadium. Sometimes in our schools they will meet in our school, talk to them, cajole them, bring them into the game. It really ethic. Somewhere you meet her, you talk with her, you go fishing. I want her. You say, hey, no, but you they call me for. I say, but come on, can't listen when somebody call you. You don't know what I call it for. So like that kind of thing they can get then tussle and they from there. If you accept, then okay, we'll reach to your parents and then we'll bring you on board the game. From there, we'll start training. Because let me say, 40 to 50% of the female level will get. Precisely, me and my colleague, coach, who can reach them parents, them go sign for them. So any coincidence will happen can be a step towards them problem, and they reach the parent them, ask them how they speaking, they develop. Waiting an activity where they do now. If they cooperate, if you're not getting discipline, even down to the schools themselves, would they ask them? Because precisely sport and education, they for work simultaneously. They need to work together. So now that.
Well, I want to give you the opportunity now for able tell viewers that they watch you and also the government for they able come to now help for make sure say the handball association self be something Sierra Leoneans go be proud of.
Absolutely, I need for send this message out to citizens and more especially to the government and the head of the number one gentleman of the state, which is Dr. Retired Brigadier Julius Madabio. I know say you go listen this one. If you not listen and say, but indirectly you go listen and watch the TV. Do the plea to now. The handball association really they in help financially, especially when you go into the girls' rights, because they find a lot of job for reach them girls. They are bring them come on board for do the sports. It's not really easy. So they plead to you, Mr. Government, please, we need una help. We finally wanna come into it. Yes, football. We go say football now the number one sport now the country, but one way or the other, there is a lot of sporting discipline in the country. We really need una heads. So please, let's not just focus 100% in football. If you give 90% in football, please, we need that 10% in various sporting discipline then. So Mr. President, at that time I cry. I know say you are a good listener and a good doer. Please, we need your help, sir. Thank you so much, sir, in advance.
Plenty thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome, sir.
Good day and welcome to Sierra Network Discoveries in Sports.
Yeah, thank you.
Your name or that you?
Me na Winston Thomas. Me na coach and player for Africa United Handball Club.
You be the coach and player of Africa United Handball Club. Now soon they can try for do a match. So I want to tell viewers the audio watch you right now. What's the essence of this match you want to try for organize?
Well, the African United Handball Club, the 11 years this month on the 10th of October, and every year we organize competition. Not just short one, 3 days competition. So today at the start of the competition we organize for this year, and at 3 days competition we now today they start. So the female are in the play so exhibition match, then the teams them go can play the first match for today.
So what's the prompt to now for do this kind of thing?
Well, of course, we don't do them every year. But this year, you more special because we dedicate to the manager of the club. We na Salone Carter. We na be with team manager and he's still here with the team. So for the good works we don't do for the past 10 to 11 years now, so we dedicate them to him. So now we play this competition for. So the trophy na in name we dedicate to this tournament.
So viewers do they watch you right now go want ask you some questions. Say waiting this one organization could do to other so yacht organization they are around, or it just be surrounded under the handball or something I get other thing the owner can do when other sporting discipline there.
Yeah, one of the things that we do because like of course handball need to get money, we need to generate money. So most of the things that we do now service Okay, like we can do services to organizations, then institutions, them like in case they get cleaning, like this year, and so we do. We do service to institution them. Go we do they call it like Bobby job. You know, we go we help them as way of giving back, you know, to the community. I feel saying that that's something we can do more.
So which message we will send to people who are watching right now? Let themselves know say handball can make somebody be who that you want for being alive.
Yeah, of course, handball are very decent sports, na intelligent sports. It awaken you intelligence. So I believe say if person involved in this game, not only the physical benefit you get from am, but intellectually you go improve. Okay, and you go give well body because na very physical sport you get for your body. We the body need that, you know, for your heartbeat and stuff like that. Then it will help you for get a career. Okay, like we now we don't play for the national team, we they make money out of that. Then at the same time we dey promote we country. So I believe say if anybody gets desire for play sports, I believe say handball now the #1 sport we for think of.
Plenty thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
Good day and welcome to Sierra Leone Discoveries in Sports.
Thank you very much.
Can you please tell family that now you?
Me na Mr. Glenn Ayodele Felix George. Me na local expert coach in handball. I'm also a football coach as well.
So you be a local expert coach in handball. We see you don't set up the Sierra handball team. So how you come around for do that?
Well, firstly, I don't do 28 years in handball. I come in as journalist before the teamwork I rescue because Stadium Stars they develop the vest. So I can be a mediator. Then fortunately for me, I able to retrieve the vest and get them. Now they still not go again. So then take me as Secretary General for Stadium Stars. I do Stadium Stars 10 years. I mean, I've been just four teams in the play. Now I tell all the coaches I work from the Coaches Association, they make me president in 2009. Now I say, now we all not go in a one team, just 4 teams. Let every coach go form a team. So they listen to me call, then me from Stadium Africa United in 2010 October. So now the anniversary, 11th anniversary, now we play so. On the 10th, we will get to final. We're now on the 10th of October. So now that lead to Africa United, Lion Mountain, Sengbe Pierre, Royal Laos, and Fan Sierra Leone. 5 teams now from that year, 2010. So we just celebrate we on now. Then coming to your question proper, well, I get so much passion for handball. I like to see handball develop. We promote handball, then we organize a better handball. Now that spurred me up for form Africa United. So since me left for develop people them, they also develop in a level that I think have left there now and come to the small boys there. So now that make a form the Sierra Sport Foundation. And Sierra Sport Foundation are a multi-sports foundation. Not just handball. We promote football. Presently, I get a handball team in Kenema. I get a football team also in Kenema Division 2. So I want to replicate that here in boxing as well. Because I got one boxer already where don't can join me foundation. So we'll find out say not just handball. Yeah, you understand? Now multiple sports. If I got opportunity now, I'll go into basket. Well, me own problem with my foundation na funding. You know, Sierra Leone, funding is a problem. So I ask everybody we get interested in sport, where they promote sport, where they finance sport, where they fund sports in Sierra Leone and outside Sierra Leone. Learn account to the aid of Sierra Sports Foundation.
Thank you for talking to me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Now so we go draw down the curtain today for Sierra Network Discoveries in Sports. As we don't listen with the coach of the Sierra Leone Handball National Team don't say, as they call on the government and also Soriat people and for come to the aid for make sure say they're able to put up a better performance in future competitions to come. And also we don't witness the match of play between Africa United Handball Club and also Sierra Handball Club Foundation, which themselves don't say concerning the reason make them decide for put up this match. Me don't be your host when I Scyll Akempta-Kargbo. Plenty thank you to my camera operator when I Samuel Bright and to my noble executive producer when I Dr. Isatuka Kejalo. Until then, always stay tuned to Sierra Network Discoveries in Sports.